Hi dear friends, welcome back to Abhijit Maths. Do like, share and subscribe Abhijit Maths to get more videos of class 8, class 9, class 10th and class 12th, 11th, 12th. Now in this video we are dealing with the topic that is practice set 5.3. We are solving of practice 5.3 in first video and 4 questions of practice set 5.3 in later video. Now here practice set 5.3, the first question is angle made by the line with positive direction of axis are given. Find the slope of these lines. Now here we have to find out the slope of the line if the angle is given which is made to the positive direction of the x-axis. Now for given angle, now here in the first question the angle is 45. Here the value of theta we consider as 845. If the angle is given, the formula for the slope of the line for the given angle, that is slope of line is equals to tan of theta. Now this is the formula of slope of the line if the angle is given. But here the angle is given which is 45 degree. Therefore, by putting the value in tan theta, that is tan theta is equals to tan as it is. The value of this theta is nothing but 45. Therefore, put 45 instead of this theta. Now the value of tan 45 is 1. Therefore, we get the slope of the line which is making the angle 45 degree at the positive direction of x-axis. Therefore, the slope of that line is 1. Similarly, we are solving the question number second, that is angle is given which is 60 degree. Therefore, consider theta is equals to 60 degree. We know the slope of the line if the angle is given, that is tan of theta is equals to tan of this 60 degree is equals to tan 60. The value of tan 60 is nothing but root of 3. Therefore, the slope of line, that is tan of theta for 60 degree is a root of 3. Now same for 90 degree. Here theta is equals to, which is given, 90 degree. Slope of the line, that is tan of theta is equals to tan of 90 degree. When we find the value of tan 90 degree, that is not determined, means this value is not determined. Therefore, the slope of the line which have the angle of 90 degree, the direction of x-axis, positive direction of x-axis, is the slope cannot be determined. Therefore, here the answer is slope cannot be determined. Coming to second question of practice set 5.3, that is find the slope of lines passing through the given points. Here 2 points are given, that is point A which have coordinate 2, 3 and B having coordinate 4, 7. Then we have to find out the slope of the line which is made up of by these 2 points, point A and B. There is a line AB which we have to find out the slope. Now here point A, therefore here A having coordinate 2, 3 and point B having coordinate 4, 7. Therefore, this is the value of x1. x1 is equals to, this is the 2 and y1 is equals to, the value is 3. y1 is equals to 3. x2, the value of x2 is here 4 and the value of y2 is equals to 7. We know the formula for the slope of the line. If the 2 points are given, then the formula, that is slope of line is equals to m is equals to, we know the formula, that is y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1. Now we have to put these values and then we have to calculate the value of m, which is nothing but the slope of the line. Here the value of y2, that is y2 is equals to 7. Put 7 minus, as it is the value of y1 is 3. Put 3 instead of this, divided by the value of x2 is 4. Therefore 4 here minus the value of x1 is here, x1 is equals to 2. Put 2 instead of this is equals to 7 minus 3, that is 4, divided by 4 minus 2, that is 2. 2 and 4 get cancelled 2 times, therefore is equals to 2. This 2 is nothing but the slope of the line, and that is the slope of the line. Question number 2, sub question 2. Here two points are given, that is point P and point Q. Now write down the coordinates of this point P, that is minus 3 comma 1, and the coordinate of this point Q, that is 5 comma minus 2. Here the value of x1 will be equals to minus of 3, the value of y1 is equals to this 1, the value of x2 is equals to this 5, and the value of y2 is equals to this minus of 2. Now here the line is, that is PQ, therefore slope of line PQ, that is the slope of line this PQ is equals to M. We denote M as the slope of line is equals to the formula for the slope of the line, that is y2 minus y1 x2 minus x1 is equals to the value of y2 is here minus 2. This minus, as it is, the value of y1 is this 1 divided by the value of x2. Here x2 is equals to 5, therefore put 5 instead of this x2, minus the value of x1 is here minus of 3 is equals to minus 2 minus 1, that is minus of 3 divided by this 5, as it is minus minus is equals to plus of 3 is equals to this minus 3, as it is divided by 5 plus 3, that is 8. Minus 3 by 8 is the slope of line PQ. Question 3 of question number 2. The points are given, that is point C and point D, which coordinates 5, minus 2. The coordinates of point C and 7, 3, the coordinates of D. We directly find the slope of the line. Therefore, slope of line CD, slope of line CD, that is M will be equals to y2 minus y1, that is this 3 minus y1, that is minus of 2, this minus of 2 divided by x2 minus x1, that is this is x2, that is 7 minus x1, that is 5. Now on solving this we get 3 minus minus plus of 2 divided by the 7 minus 5, that is 2, that is nothing but 5 by 2. 5 by 2 is nothing but the slope of line CD. Now coming to sub question 4, which have the points L and M having coordinates minus 2 comma minus 3, M having coordinates minus 6 comma minus 8. Then we have to find the slope of the line LM, that is slope of line LM can be calculated as, that is M will be equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 is equals to the value of y2, that is nothing but minus of 8 minus the value of y1. The value of y1 is this minus of 3 divided by the value of x2 is nothing but this minus of 6 minus the value of x1 is nothing but this minus of 2. Put a minus 2 instead of this. Now this will be equals to this minus 8 as it is minus minus plus of 3 divided by this minus 6 minus minus plus of 2 is equals to minus 8 plus 3, that is minus of 3 divided by minus 6 plus 2, that is minus of 4. This minus and minus get cancelled and becomes plus is equals to 5 by 4 is nothing but the slope of the line LM. Now sub question 5 of question number 2. The points are E and F and with coordinates minus 4, minus 2 and 6, P. Therefore here is line EF. Therefore slope of line EF, that is slope of line EF, that is M is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by this x2 minus x1. This is the formula for the slope of the line. That will be equals to y2. The value of y2 is here 3 minus the value of y1 is minus of 2 divided by this x2. The value of x2 is 6 minus the value of this x1 is minus of 4. So by putting these values and solving this will be equals to 3 minus minus of plus of 2 divided by this 6 minus minus plus of 4. Now on calculating this 3 plus 2, that is 5 divided by this 6 plus 4, that is 10. This 5 by 10, now that will be equals to 1 times and 2 times, that is 1 by 2. 1 by 2 is the slope of line EF. Then sub question 6 of question number 2. The points are T 0, minus 3 and point S 0, 4. Then we have to find the slope of the line TS. Therefore slope of line TS, slope of line TS is equals to M, that is the slope of line. The slope of line is denoted by this M, that will be equals to the formula, that is y2 minus y1 divided by this x2 minus x1. By putting the values of these coordinates, we can easily find the value of, that is the slope of the line TS. Now that will be equals to the y2 is nothing but 4. Therefore 4 minus the value of y1 is minus 3 divided by the value of x2 is 0 here, 0 minus the value of x1. The value of x1 is also 0, therefore put a 0 by 0. Now on solving 4, that is as it is, minus minus plus of 3 divided by 0 minus 0, that is 0, that is equals to 7 divided by 0. 7 divided by 0, that is nothing but the infinity. Therefore the slope of the line TS cannot be determined. Therefore slope of line, which line? The TS line cannot be determined. Coming to question number 3rd, that is determine whether the following points are collinear or not. Here 3 points are given, that is point A, point B and point C. These 3 points we have to check it out, either these 3 points are collinear, means lying on the same line, or non-collinear, means not collinear. Now here in the solution part, the question as it is, that is A minus 1 comma minus 1, that is the value of x1 is equals to this minus 1 and the value of y1 is equals to this minus 1. The point B is here 0 comma 1, means the value of x2 is here 0 and the value of y2 is here 1. Now the C coordinate, that is 1 comma 3, the x3 will be this 1 and y3 will be this 3. Now we have to check it out, either these 3 points are collinear or not. It means we have to first find the slope of line AB. Therefore here slope of line AB is equals to y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. The formula for the slope of the line, by putting the values in this formula, here y2 is here 1 minus the y1 is minus of 1, that is in bracket, divided by the value of x2 is this 0 minus this x1 means minus of 1. On solving this, what we get here, 1 minus minus 1 plus 1 divided by this 0 minus minus, this is plus 1 is equals to this is 2 divided by 1. We get here 2. Means the slope of line AB here we get is 2. Therefore slope of line AB is equals to 2. This is number 1. Give it number 1. Now we have to find the slope of line BC now. Therefore slope of line BC can be calculated as slope of line BC will be equals to the coordinates of this. Therefore here will be y3 minus y2 divided by x3 minus x2. Here y3 minus y2 divided by this x3 minus x2 is equals to the value of y3 is here 3, put 3 minus as it is. Now the value of y2 is here 1 divided by this x3, the value of x3 is here 1, put 1 here minus the value of x2 is here 0, that is, on solving this 3 minus 1, that is 2 divided by 1 minus 0, that is 1 is equals to 2. Here the slope of line is also 2. Here the slope of line AB is 2 and slope of line BC is 2. Means slope of line AB is equals to slope of line BC. Means the slope of line AB is 2 and slope of line BC is also 2. Here the slope of both lines are equal, and this point B is lying on the both lines. Therefore point A comma B comma C are collinear. Coming to sub question 2, that is here 3 points are given, that is point D, point E and point F. In solution part, write down these 3 points as it is with their coordinates. Let us consider that this point D having coordinate x1, y1, means the value of x1 is -2 and value of y1 is -3. Similarly, this is x2, y2, and this value, that is x3, y3. At first, we have to find the slope of line DE, that can be calculated as slope of line DE will be equals to, that is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. We have to put the formula here, and by putting the values in this formula, we can easily get the slope of line DE. That is, the value of y2 is here, this 0, minus the value of y1 is here, minus of 3, put in bracket minus of 3 divided by, this is x2. The value of x2 is here 1, minus the value of x1. The value of x1 is here, minus of 2, put minus 2 in bracket, that will be equals to 0 as it is, minus minus will be plus of 3 divided by this 1 as it is, minus minus will be plus of 2 is equals to this 0 plus 3, that is 3 divided by this 1 plus 2, that is 3. 3 divided by 3 is equals to 1. Now this is the slope of line DE. We get the slope of line DE. Line DE is equals to this 1. Give it number 1. Now we have to find the slope of line EF. Now slope of line EF, that will be equals to, that is y3 minus y2 divided by this x3 minus x2. x3 minus x2. By putting the values here, the value of y3 is here 1, minus the value of y2 is here this 0 divided by value of x3. The value of x3 is here 2, minus the value of x2 is here 1. That will be equals to 1 minus 0, that is 1. 2 minus 1, that is also 1 divided by 1 is equals to 1. We get the slope of line EF is equals to 1. That is slope of line EF of line EF is equals to 1. That is number 2. On observing 1 and 2, here we get the right hand side is 1. Therefore, the slope of line DE and slope of line EF both are equal. Therefore, slope of line DE is equals to slope of line EF. Slope of line EF, we get both the slopes as 1. This one, and on observing we see that the point E, that point E is common on both lines. Therefore, the points, that is point D, point E and point F are lying on the same line, which are collinear. Coming to question number 3rd, that is 3 points, point L, point M and point N. Let us consider that this coordinate as x1 and this as y1, this as x2 and this as y2, and this coordinate as x3 and y3. Now we have to first find out the slope of line LM, that is slope of line LM, that's y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now by putting the value of y2, that is 3, minus the value of y1, that is 5, divided by x2. The value of x2 is here 3, minus the value of x1 is here 2. On calculating, we find 3 minus 5, that is minus 2, divided by 3 minus 2, that is 1, is equals to minus of 2. The slope of line LM is equals to minus of 2. Now we have to find the slope of line MN, that is slope of line MN can be calculated as, this is y3. y3 minus y2 means this 1 minus y2, that is 3, divided by x3 minus x2. This is 5 is x3 minus x2. The value of x2 is here 3. On calculating, that is 1 minus 3, that is minus of 2 divided by 5 minus 3, that is 2, is equals to this 2 and 2 get cancelled, and this is minus of 1. Here on observing, we see that the slope of line LM is minus 2. At the same time, the slope of line MN is minus 1. These 2 minus 2 and this minus 1 both are different values. Therefore, the slope of line MN and slope of line LM are not equal. Therefore, the points L, M, N are not collinear. Therefore, points that is L, M, and N are not collinear, this non-collinear. Now coming to sub question 4, that 3 points are given, that is point P, Q and R. We have to check either these points are collinear or not. We have written these 3 points as it is. Now let us consider the point P having coordinate x1, y1, and this coordinate x2, y2, and this as a x3, y3. First we have to find the slope of line PQ. Therefore, slope of line PQ can be calculated as by the formula, that is y2 minus y1 divided by this x2 minus x1. We are directly putting these values. Now this is y2 minus 3 is a y2, y2 minus y1. The value of y1 is here minus of 5 divided by x2 minus x1. The value of x2 is here 1. Therefore 1 minus x1. The value of x1 is 2. On solving, we get this minus 3 as it is. Minus minus will be plus of 5 divided by this 1 minus 2, that is minus of 1. That will be equals to minus 3 plus 5, that is plus of 2 divided by this minus 1 as it is equals to minus of 2. The slope of line QR. We have to find out the slope of line QR. The formula for slope of line QR can be y3 minus y2 divided by x3 minus x2. The value of y3, that is 3, minus the value of y2, that is minus of 3 divided by x3 minus x2, means this minus 2 minus this 1 is equals to this 3 minus minus plus of 3 divided by minus 2 minus 1, that is minus of 3, that will be equals to 3 plus 3, that is 6 divided by minus 3. This 6 is cancelled by 3 2 times, and this 1 times, that is 2 by 1, that is minus of 2. We get the slope of line QR is equals to minus of 2. At the same time, we get the slope of line PQ is equals to minus 2. Both the slopes are minus 2. Therefore, the slope of line PQ and slope of line QR are equal. Therefore, slope of line PQ and equals to slope of line QR is equals to minus 2. Slope of line QR is equals to minus 2. Both the slopes are equal, and that is minus of 2. Therefore, the point, and observing, we see that the point Q is lying on the both the lines on the line PQ. At the same time, it is lying on the line QR. Therefore, points P, Q and R are collinear. Coming to sub question 5, that is points R, S and T are given with their coordinates. We have written down these 3 points as it is on the board. Now let us consider that the R having coordinate x1, y1, it has x2, y2 point S, and the point T having coordinate x3, y3. Now at first we have to find out the slope of line RS. Therefore, slope of line RS can be calculated as this y2 minus y1 divided by this x2 minus x1. On simply putting these values in the formula, that is y2 minus y1 is 2 minus this y1, the value of y1 is minus 4, therefore in bracket minus of 4 divided by x2 minus x1, that is minus 2 is the value of x2 minus the value of x1 is here 1. On solving this we will get 2 as it is minus minus plus 4 divided by this minus 2 minus 1, that is minus of 3 is equals to 2 plus 4, that is 6 divided by minus 3, that is 1 times 2 times means minus of 2. We get the minus of 2, which is the slope of line RS. Now we have to find out the slope of line ST. Now write down here slope of line ST, that will be equals to the y3 minus y2 divided by x3 minus x2. We are directly putting the values here, that is y3 minus y2 means 4 minus the value of y2 is 2 here divided by x3 minus x2, that is the value of minus 3 minus the value of x2 is here minus of 2, that will be equals to 4 minus 2, that is 2 divided by minus 3 as it is minus minus this is a plus of 2, that will be equals to this 2 as it is divided by minus 3 plus 2, that is a minus of 1. 2 divided by minus 1, that is minus of 2. Here we get the value of the slope of line ST, which is minus 2. At the same time, the slope of line RS is also minus 2. Here, both the slopes of line are equal. Therefore, these 3 points, that point R, S and T are collinear. Therefore, points R, S and T are collinear. So coming to sixth sub question of question number 3, the points are given. We have written all 3 points on the board. That is point A with coordinates minus 4, 4, K with coordinates minus 2, 5 by 2, and N with coordinate 4, comma minus 2. Let us consider these 3 points as x1, comma y1, the coordinates of A. This consider as x2, comma y2, and now consider the coordinates of point N as x3, comma y3. At first, we have to find the slope of line AK, that is the slope of line AK, that can be calculated as y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1 by putting the values from here, that is y2 is 5 by 2 minus the value of y1 is 4 here divided by the value of x2 minus x1 can be calculated as x2 is minus 2 minus the value of x1 is here minus of 4 is equals to, this can be calculated as is equals to this 5 minus this 2 into 4, that is 8 divided by 2 divided by this minus 2 minus minus plus of 4 is equals to 5 minus 8, that is minus of 3 divided by 2 divided by this minus 2 plus 4, that is 2. Now on solving this minus 3 by 2 divided by 2, that is minus 3 divided by this 2 into 2, that is 4. We get the slope of line AK is equals to minus 3 by 4. Now we have to find the slope of line KN. Now write down here slope of line KN. Slope of line KN can be calculated as y3 minus y2 divided by x3 minus x2. The value of Kn, that is minus of 2 is the value of y3 minus y2 minus the value of y2 is here 5 by 2, put 5 by 2 here divided by x3 minus x2, that is 4 minus this minus of 2. On solving this we get minus 2 into this 2, that is a minus of 4 minus this 5 as it is divided by this 2, now divided by this 4 as it is minus minus plus of 2. On solving this calculation we get that is minus 4 minus 5, that is minus of 9 divided by this 2 as it is here 4 plus 2, that is 6. Now on solving this minus 9 divided by this 2 into 6, that is 2 into 6, that is 12. On cancellation this is 3 times divisible by 3 and this is 4 times divisible by 3, that we get minus of 3 by 4. This minus of 3 by 4 is the slope of line Kn. On observing, we see that the slope of line AK is minus 3 by 4. At the same time, the slope of line Kn is also minus 3 by 4. It means that the slope of line AK and slope of line Kn both are equal. Therefore, these points, means point A, point K and point N are collinear. Therefore, you can write down here slope of line AK is equals to slope of line Kn, and both are equals to this minus 3 by 4 is equals to minus 3 by 4. Therefore, points, which points? Point A, point K and point N are collinear. Now, we are solving complete syllabus of class 10. Now, therefore, we need your support. Therefore, do like, share and subscribe Abhijit Sir On Maths to get more videos.